Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am A.H.P. Chen. I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is basically for that part of my channel where we talk fashion and yeah, I just want to quickly show you. Basically, I've already started. I've nearly finished, to be honest, what I'm about to show you how to do. Basically, I don't know if my camera is picking up, but I had yarn braids. Okay, these are yarn braids. Now yarn is basically wool that is normally used to knit. Okay, and I normally use different color yarn. Okay, so I used to use just black and blue, but recently I've started trying different other colors in my hair. Right now we've just come out of autumn and we're in winter, so most of these colors are like brown colors, what's it called, yellow colors or mustard, and other, you know, pastel colors like, you know, your pinks, and then your darker colors like burgundy and all of that. So I've decided to, since I had brown already, I thought let me go with the mustard yellow to complement it. So anyway, so I'm gonna turn this from these yarn braids to yarn locs. Okay, yarn locs, as you can see, like over. So I've got my yarn here. Okay, now you can do it however long you want it to be. Do it up to the end of your actual what's it called, actual yarn braids. Okay, so I double up my yarn. Okay, and because I've only got one of this color, I'm just going to be doing 3 strands, but if I had more of the color, I normally do 6. Okay, so now this I normally keep my hair like for a month when it's in yarn, like a month, and then I change it, or just under a month sometimes, and then change it. So I had this already done, and yesterday I washed my hair. Okay, so I washed it with the yarn on, yarn braids on. I washed it and shampooed it. Okay, no, I shampooed it and conditioned it. Like I used the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, and then after I washed my hair, I blow dried it, and then I haven't yet moisturized it, but I'll moisturize it after. So I'm paying attention to like the roots and the regrowth, so I'll hold it from the regrowth. Okay, so that is neat. So now I've got my 3 strands of yarn. If you've got hairband, you can tie the rest of your hair back to make it easier for you, and then you just wrap it at the end like that. Okay, and then keep wrapping it around, making sure that it's neat, and just keep holding on to it while you wrap this yarn around it. Okay, as you can see, it started to develop. So now that it's secure, you continue doing the same thing. Don't worry if this happens, you know, like the gaps in between. Don't worry if that happens. But you want to try to cover it as much as possible, cover it up. That's why I normally would use 6 yarn so that it's easier to wrap it around. It's okay, like the lower it goes, the easier it gets. So you can see how I'm working the yarn. Okay, see. So for the ends, you just use your scissors to trim off the ends, and then burn the ends with a lighter. Okay, I prefer a lighter, but if you've got matchstick and you've used it before, feel free to do that. But for safety, I prefer using lighter, or you can just trim it and leave it like that. Just make sure that there's no flyby yarn, you know, showing. Now you see the ends like that. You just bring that loose, tiny loose yarn down and you hold it down, and you continue wrapping the longer ones. And then you, once you've noticed that you can't tie it, and like leave a little bit to tie the end, okay, to keep it secure, like that. Okay, you tie it. See, so that's that. That's one done. Okay, so you can see it's neater than the other ones that I did yesterday. I was in a rush and I did it, but it's okay, it looks like a style. So once I trim off the ends, I can just style it. But I've got this, so you keep checking until you finished doing like all your yarn braids. Okay, so let me know in the comment section, have you ever tried doing yarn braids or yarn locks at all, or like any other style with hair, with on your hair with yarn before? Let me know. And what colors do you normally go for? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, now today I've just dropped my son. Today's Friday and today is the 10th day of Vlogmas, and today was really beautiful this morning. I went for my son's school, what's it called, carol service, where they sing all like the Christmas songs, and it was really nice. They had sheep in the barn set up as well, and inside the school. And then what's it called, so I'm just going to keep repeating the same process, and you do the same when you're doing turning your yarn braids into yarn locks. You keep doing the same. Remember, you keep holding it, and you make sure that you pull this yarn to make it tight and secure and neat. And yeah, so it was really, really lovely. And they had like their teachers with them, and all the parents came out, and some of them had, you know, handprints made into hats, and then some of them had sheep ears made into hats over their head, and it was really, really nice. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, has your children's school or nursery, because they had both the, what's it called, the reception class and the nursery together, and then they're gonna have the older children like grouped together like the primary school. So let me know, have your children's school got carol service or any end of year activities, like, you know, maybe nativity play, like have they got nativity play or carol service? Let me know in the comment section, and do you go for it? I think it's very important, you know, that we attend children's activities, because even though we don't celebrate Christmas in our family, I still attend, you know, such activities. Like even when my daughter was in school, she's still in school. Like when she was my son's age, they used to have nativity play. So you just trim off the ends, these flyby bits, okay, and you can just leave it like that, or you can burn the tip a little bit just to keep it neat. And yeah, and I used to attend it, and because you don't want them feeling left out in their school activities, like feeling left out. And they also have, so next week is their last on Friday is their last day. Friday next week is their last day, and then they're gonna go on Christmas holiday. And it's very important that you attend, and it gives you it also gives you opportunity to teach them about the world view. So you teach them from a biblical perspective, like why you don't celebrate things that other people normally celebrate. And because Christmas, for us, the reason why we don't celebrate Christmas, or the reason why I don't encourage my children to celebrate Christmas either, is because Christmas is actually a pagan festival. Okay, it's nothing to do with Jesus Christ. It's just when they used to persecute Christians, and so they wanted Christians to come out of persecution and be part of the community, and the only way that they could do that was basically for them to engage in pagan festivals. And so they combined, like Christmas activities with faith, like with the Bible. And that is why you see like the nativity play of like Jesus being born incorporated into Christmas. That's why you see, if you hear some of the carols, you see like songs about Jesus incorporated into it, but then the rest is all to do with Santa and all of that. So it's just so that Christians didn't feel left out during the festival, the pagan festivals. And that is basically it. And we know that pagan worship is against God, is idolatry basically. So yeah. So it gives me the opportunity to teach my children. Of course, as they get older, you explain to them why even more, like with better understanding. So that is it. Let me know in the comment section if you knew what Christmas was really about. I do celebrate the end of the year though, like 31st night. It's just like crossing over into the new year, and normally we pray. We have prayer services and we worship and all of that, and we hear the word of God and the theme of the year. So yeah. So that's why like I get all the nice foods and drinks as well for that time, from December all the way through to the beginning of the year. So as you can see, I've done this one as well. Again, you repeat the same process of cutting the ends off. I normally do my own hair. Let me know in the comment section if you do your own hair. And I do my own hair because basically, one, it saves me money. Two, I don't really like, well, I don't really like the hairdressers in the neighborhood that I'm in. We don't really have a lot of hairdressers. They're more mobile hairdressers than actual shop hairdressers. And because I know the people in those hairdressers, and it's like kind of negative backstory to it. That's the reason why I don't go to these hairdressers anymore. But before did go to, I did used to go to one to get my hair done, and then I stopped, and then I just started learning to do my own hair, and then to do my daughter's hair as well, and then to cut my son's hair as well. We do have barbers. I do go to the barbers like when I do want to cut my hair, because I have a barber that was nice, although maybe I'll just not go there anymore. I'll find another barber near, because the one that I used to go to has kind of started like hitting on me, like basically attracted to me, like showing interest, and I'm like, no, I don't want to cross that boundary. So it's like no. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, do you do your own hair? Do you have, you know, girls like, you know, your maybe daughter or daughters that you do their hair, or do they, are they able to do hair? And I think it's important, like obviously like when you have girls and even boys, to be able to, for them to be able to do their own hair, and also for you to be able to do their hair, because in scenarios where you're not able to take them to the hairdresser, or the hairdresser or the barber is not able to come to your what's it called, your home, like a mobile hairdresser, like you wouldn't be stranded. And then I used to wear wigs, but I don't wear wigs anymore. So mm, 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 mm. I still need to trim the rest of the ends off. I'm gonna I'm gonna do these little ones, these little ones that I left off camera. This bunch is only left that bunch. Yeah, only that bunch that is left. Okay, I'm gonna just do that bunch that is left, and then I'll come back and then I'll continue gisting with you guys while I trim off the ends. So as you can see, I finished, okay, doing the yarn locks, and I've cut most of the ends off. And let me finish the rest. I cut the what's it called, the ends off using just regular scissors, making sure it's sharp. And of course, mind your fingers. And if you've got really long hair, mind that you don't cut your, you know, like do your what's it called, do your yarn locks until just a little bit after your natural hair. So for example, if your hair was here, just do it until the end of your hair. But because my hair is just like here, and it's natural, I just do it until like my shoulder, beneath my shoulders, basically, like, yeah, normally I don't do it too long, because yarn locks can be heavy. The more yarn you use, the heavier it is, but I only use 6 in total anyway, because I used 3 to make the yarn braids, and then 3 to wrap it up and turn it into yarn locks. So that's that. And now I'm just gonna burn the ends, but let me go and get my lighter if I can find it. If not, you could just, if you don't have a lighter or matchsticks, you could just use it like, leave it like that. Okay, so you can see, and then you just style it. So you use a mirror when you're doing your hair. so you can see the difficult, like the difficult angles, like the hidden angles, like you see. I'm using the, what's it called, the camera, like mirror. So you see, make sure that you cut all the fly and ends off. Yep, that's it. So I got my lighter and I'll just show you how to do. See, burn off the ends. So you just continue repeating the process until it's all done. To avoid confusion, have like maybe a hairband. I'm using elastic bands, just to tie up the ones that have been already burnt, like the burnt ended ones. Don't worry if it catches, you know, a little bit. Just turn it off quickly. Like if it catches fire on your yarn, you don't want it to catch fire, but if it does, just turn it off quickly for safety. But guys, I'm gonna do the rest of, I'm gonna end this video here. So you just repeat the process, and after you've done the ends, you just spray it and style it in your favorite style. And I'll do a video of what spray I use and how I style my yarn locks. Okay. Also make sure that you don't burn your hands, because it's actually hot. If you do by accident, follow first aid procedure that treats burns. So making sure you put your hand in cold water, have it checked to make sure that it's not serious burn. That's it guys, bye, see you in the next video.